Good morning, everybody. Welcome to session number 701 of Empowering Morning Conversations. So, heartiest congratulations on completing 700 sessions. And today's the 701st session of EMC. And let me quickly remind you, why are we here in the EMC? To shift out of our automatic default mode and get it to create mode. Right? To have a life of ease and joy and glory. And I never forget to remind ourselves of that, because that's what we are there for, right? To live our life gloriously, to live a life of ease, and to live a life of joy. And there are a whole lot of things that we do in the Empowering Morning Conversations. And the only purpose is to allow us to live a life that we desire. To allow ourselves to fulfill our purpose on this planet. So if you have a purpose, we will help you to fulfill that purpose. If you don't have a purpose, we may help you to find the purpose. And to remind you every morning that you are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being who deserves to be loved and respected for who you are. So let's start with a little clearing today. And the clearing is very simple. What energy, space, and consciousness can I be that would allow me to live a life of ease, joy, and glory? What energy, space, and consciousness will I be that allow me to see myself as this wonderful, magnificent human being that I am? What energy, space, and consciousness can I be that would allow me to love me and to adore me and my life? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, poads, and beyonds. What have you made so vital, valuable, and real about your decisions, judgments, and conclusions and computations that keeps you from living a life of infinite possibility? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, poads, and beyond. So what I just did is a clearing statement, and this is something you learn from Access Consciousness. And you also heard, the magic clearing statement, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, poads, and beyonds. And you can always find out more about that. You can ask me, you can put a question to me in a private chat. I will answer that for you. All right. So today morning, I want to remind you of certain things which have been covered and will continue to be covered on Empowering Morning Conversations. Okay. So what's the most important thing for you in your life? Getting what you want. Fulfilling your desires. Is that not correct? Is it important for you only to just keep surviving from day to day? Even if it's important for you to survive only, living from day to day, do you notice that there's something that you want? There's something that you desire, which you're working for? So where does it all begin? What is the source of your power? See, you are power because you are energy. And we'll explain that to you as we go along. Some people are a part of that conversation and they know what I'm talking about. So, as a human being, you have the power to create. So, how do you create? It starts with a thought, doesn't it? A word in your head which says, okay, I'm going to do this. So, it all starts with the word. And you are as powerful as your ability to keep your word. Let me give you another definition of power. Power is the rate at which you convert your vision into reality. So what is a vision? And where do you have that vision? Can anybody say that? Please unmute yourself. Power, I said, is the rate at which you convert your vision into reality. Yes, Kasa sir.
The power is in our thought, and through the thought, how through the thought and through our action, how do we achieve that is power?
Power is the rate at which you convert your vision into reality. Okay? So when you formulate a vision for your life, where do you formulate it?
In the mind.
In the mind. And in what way do you formulate it? In your words. Right?
Okay.
So if you do not understand or realize the power of your word, right? Will you stick to it?
No.
Now, Reddy Garu said, believe in yourself and go forward. A person who does not keep his word, will he believe in himself?
No.
So if a person has to start believing in himself, what will he have to start doing?
First, he has to say, and whatever he says, he has to deliver that.
Yeah, he has to do what he says, right? He has to stick to his word. If he does not stick to his word, if he doesn't do that, he will not believe in himself.
True.
Right?
True.
And people will not believe him.
True.
Right? So even the providence from whom he is asking, they'll say, all right, he keeps asking so many things every day, but does he really want it? Okay. So power is the ability to do what you say and stick to what you say. Right? And those who can do that, they have the power to bring their vision into reality. Otherwise, it's all wishful thinking going on, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So now a person who, you can mute yourself now, Kasa. This is a conversation for everybody. So when you are clear about your word, what kind of word will allow you to fulfill on your promise? A non-negotiable word, right? If your promise is something which is so weak that it can be, swayed by the situation, just because you said something, magic is not going to happen, right? Sometimes it might happen, sometimes it may not happen, right? You will get into action. So what are the chances that you will not have any difficulties or obstacle on the way? Chances are low. Problems, difficulties, definitely interferers, as we call them, definitely they are going to come, right? So powerful people have the ability to see possibilities where other people are not able to see possibilities. So you got stopped. Something is blocking you. Situation is stopping you. What will most people say to themselves? See, it's all a conversation going on. Rukawat aati hai, your mind says, oh, I'll not be able to do it because of this. What will the powerful person say? I will find a way to do it, me cause. At this moment, it looks like I will not be able to do it, but I say, I will find out how to make it happen. So a powerful person, what does he do? He never gives up. So guys, I want you to think for a few minutes about what I said. So how many ideas, how many plans we made, okay? And we had to give it up. Why? Because something stopped us. So what is it that really stopped us when we gave up? What is it that really stopped us? Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
So my lack of belief in possibilities.
Okay. Your lack of belief in the possibilities made you do what?
Made me give it up, because at that moment I could not see a possibility, and I was mentally not prepared to wait till a possibility shows up. Instead, I chopped it off that, okay, this is not meant to be, and I let it go.
Right. So remember one thing, the moment your mind accepts a reason, the moment your mind accepts a because, the mind stops looking for possibilities.
True.
The mind quickly concludes. Remember?
Yes.
Computations, conclusions, judgments all come up and say, oh, judgment can be, oh, once again, I'm getting stopped. I'm a weak person. Conclusion is, this situation is too tough. I'll not be able to do it. Something like that. Right?
Yes.
And the mind stops looking for possibilities.
Yes.
That's what happens. Okay, Kasa, what happens when you get stopped? Kasa,
I look at what else is possible.
No, I am asking you, when you get stopped, what's happening at that moment? I'm not asking you, what do you do when you get stopped?
When I get stopped,
what stops you? What's going on in your head whenever you got stopped?
my judgment, sir.
Okay. What judgment? What is the judgment saying?
Oh, this is not possible. How this could be possible? Or people around say, hey, you're talking something stupid. You're talking crazy. This is not. When we believe others' points of view or certain points of view of our own points of view.
Right. Good. So let's stop over there. You can mute yourself now. So anybody else? What else happens to you when you get stopped? Yes, Babu. Would you kindly come on camera, please? I've not met you so far. I'd love to see who I'm talking to. Oops. Too much. Yeah, please go ahead, Babu. Your voice is too soft. I'm not able to hear you. I heard nothing what you said.
I'm audible, sir? Now?
Yes, now very much.
Sir, I said I was serving in the army, sir, and I served for 21 years. And just out of army for the past 1 month, got relieved on 11th of January, sir.
Wow,
and
congratulations.
My friend and coursemate, Captain Sendil, introduced me to this forum, and he was introduced by Major Narayanan. So I'm thankful to all of them to have me introduced to this forum. So today is my second session, sir.
Wow,
now
wonderful.
coming to your conversation, sir, what stops us from doing what we thought or what decision we take is that at the point of time when we take a decision are based upon various thoughts which comes to us that we have to go in for this. That is one of the aim which we select. Now what happens when in a due course of time we stop doing that or stop doing actions to achieve that is the actions or the thoughts which comes to us becomes overwhelming than the thought which came initially and we set as our goal. And that may be influenced by others' opinion, our comfort zone which we don't want to come out and put an effort to achieve that aim or goal which we decided earlier, sir. So that may be one of the reasons why we stop doing things what we decided to do, sir.
That's right. And Babu, can you stop saying, sir, you're not in the army anymore?
I have to unlearn so many things.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm doing it.
I know that. Great. Thank you very much for being a part of us, And which regiment are you from?
I'm an infantarian. I'm from 9th Battalion, the Mahar Regiment.
Okay, very nice. Good. Nice to meet you. All right, so the rest of the people, what exactly is happening? So I think we've got more or less an idea about what's happening. One thing which also happens is that when we got stopped in some situation, okay, you get so engaged in that situation and fighting that situation. And sometimes people are fighting that situation for days and years and they forget what their objective is. That is the worst thing that happens to people. So keeping your eyes on the goal itself, बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में हम लोग जीवन से संघर्ष करने में इतने व्यस्त हो जाते हैं कि हमारा लक्ष्य ही हम भूल जाते हैं. You are getting so busy in the struggle of life that you forget what your goal was. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. So keeping your eyes on the goal. That's why one of the things I always say is your word non-negotiable. Like they say in India, pran jaye magar vachan na jaye. Because if you have a word like that, then there is a better possibility of you fulfilling on what you said. Now, let us say that you are a person who wants to be a powerful person. Powerful meaning a person who does what he says. Then what is the quality that you will have to develop in yourself? Do you think? You want to be a person who wants to fulfill his promises to himself and to others. If you want to be a person like that, then what are the qualities you will have to develop in yourself? Karu.
Integrity.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to tell the same word.
Yeah, say it.
Integrity.
Yeah. So what is the meaning of integrity?
Taking ownership for whatever you say.
Yeah. So I'm saying that you are a person who has taken ownership of whatever he says.
Yes.
Okay. And you are a person of integrity. But to remain a person of integrity, what is that other quality that you will have to develop? And all enterprising people have that quality.
Commitment.
No, commitment is already there.
Yeah.
But to be able to always keep your commitment, what is the quality that you will have to develop in yourself? Without that quality, you will give up sooner or later.
Determination.
The determination also is there. If you don't have that quality, your determination may also falter.
Yeah.
Stop judging.
That will be required as a part of the quality.
So taking responsibility?
Definitely, you'll have to be a me cause person. So whatever may happen, you will not say that, all right, it's happening because of so-and-so, it's happening because of this, and it's happening because of that. You'll be a me cause person, definitely. Yeah, if you always are... Okay.
Confidence and self-belief.
Okay. Confidence and self. I say we are having all these things. There is one quality, if you don't have it, you will lose all this confidence and self-belief and everything.
Honoring our own word.
No, that quality you have, that's what kind of person I'm saying. You're already, let us say, you're a person like that. In order to remain like that, what is the quality you'll have to constantly keep developing?
Not get influenced by people and surroundings.
That, of course. What else? And in order not to do that, what will you have to develop? I've told it to you many times. You're not remembering it right now. In fact, we have
Accepting, sir.
Allowance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, at least if you're in allowance, you'll not, get stuck up in any situation. And you'll have... So what is the quality that you will develop? Every enterprising person has it. So let me cut the mystery and tell you what it is. Possibility search attitude. If you want to be a person who always keeps his word no matter what, a quality, if you want to be a me cause person, okay, if you want to be a responsible person, if you want to be a person of integrity, you will develop the capability of seeing possibilities in every situation. Enterprising people see possibilities where ordinary people, they see roadblocks and obstacles. Can somebody, Vetrivel, can you repeat what my words exactly the way I said them, please? Vetrivel, are you able to hear me? The moment I asked him a question, he disappeared. No, I asked Vetrivel for a reason. Vetrivel, I'm asking you.
Sorry, sir, some internet issue. I just gone back and come back. I missed the question.
You missed the question. Okay, who heard the question? I need to keep checking now you guys are listening or not. Reddy Garu has heard the question. Okay, so Reddy Garu, say to everybody.
Enterprising people see possibilities in life, whereas ordinary people will see roadblocks in life.
Roadblocks and obstacles.
Yeah.
Right.
Obstacles.
Right. Slight change, but correct. What about Kasa? What did you hear?
The challenges are bound to be there, but
hello. What is the sentence I said? Have you got a problem listening or what?
It's noisy. Yes.
Yeah. So what did I say? I said enterprising people, they see possibilities where ordinary people see roadblocks and obstacles.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what did I say? Tell me back.
Enterprising people see possibilities where ordinary people see the roadblocks and challenges.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. See, this is one thing which I'm going to keep doing with all of you, because a lot of times, you don't hear what is being said. You hear your own stuff, right? So my request to everybody is please listen to what I'm saying. Otherwise, you cannot participate properly in a conversation. No? So enterprising people are always developing this capability of seeing possibility. Okay, so many of the tools that we are teaching you here, enterprising people see possibilities. Got it? Enterprising people keep dealing with the interferers. Enterprising people remember the performance formula. Remember, what is the performance formula? Who remembers it?
Performance is equal to potential minus interference.
Right? Can you explain that?
Performance is the kind of possibilities what we can do or what we can deliver. But that is the potential that we have minus the interference. Interference could be the internal interference or the external interference. So the potential delivered is equal to minus the interference is the performance.
So one of the biggest interferer is what? Thanks, Kasa. So let's ask somebody else. What are the biggest interferers we have?
Judgments, sir. Preconceived notions.
Judgments and preconceived notions will never allow you to see possibilities, very right. But what are the interferers? The biggest interferer is that we give up in the face of the circumstances. Right? Negative beliefs, negative judgments about ourselves, negative conclusions that we make about ourselves. So enterprising people keep on identifying. What is confidence?
When you have no confidence, you can't go ahead.
That's an interferer, correct?
Yeah.
And when does this no confidence situation happen? Why do people lose confidence in themselves, Hasina ji?
Because of the interference.
Yeah, but why do they lose confidence in themselves? Because when they get stopped, when they get blocked, when they are not able to do something, or they start getting negative thoughts about themselves, right?
Right.
So one of the qualities enterprising people have is they don't entertain negative thoughts. So that's another thing we work with in the Empowering Morning Conversations, that we help you to overcome your own negative thoughts. We help you to overcome the negative thoughts that are being bombarding you. Now, sometimes people are harsh. My father was a colonel in the army, right? He was a tough guy. He wanted to make me a tough guy, right? And he had a funny way. So he'd keep on telling, you're a softie. You better become a tough guy, right? So what got planted in my brain? You're a softie. He would say things like, you're a very timid guy. You're not tall like me. You're a short guy. All these became my interferers, no? So one day even said something like, you have no brains. Another interferer, I have no brains. So enterprising person keeps on working to increase his self-worth, self-belief, right? Enterprising person does not shy away from challenges. The ordinary people, what happens? They will try to do something bigger than themselves, something slightly challenging. And if they fail, they'll give up. Enterprising people keep on challenging themselves. Like an athlete. Let's say if you are a high jumper, if you're easily jumping 4 feet, then you raise the bar and jump 4 feet 6 inches. And then you raise the bar and you ask the army people, right? The amount of physical endurance that has been developed in them. Right? It makes you mentally strong also. Yes, Kasasai.
Yes, sir. As you said, the sport of athlete, be it any sport, is fighting or breaking your own, fighting your own self and breaking your own barriers, and to create new records, getting better in every situation.
Yeah, so they have this constant desire to push their limits, no? See, now I'm saying to you, you want to be a person who wants to be powerful. You want to be a person who keeps his commitment. You want to be a person who keeps his word. Correct? You want to be a person who fulfills his desires. All that will require you to develop this capability of seeing possibilities, right? Creating possibilities if there are none. Like whenever you ask yourself what else is possible, what are you doing? Opening up doors to more possibilities. Enterprising person is always working to identify and destroy the interferers. So whenever the interferer comes, this is my interferer. I'm feeling shy. Oh, that's my interferer. I'm avoiding this thing. That's my interferer. I'm resisting this kind of people. My interferer. I'm avoiding certain situations. My interferers. I'm having judgment about this and that. Interferer. It doesn't allow me to create. It does not allow me to be in allowance in life. Biggest interferer that we all have, my friend, is resistance, reaction, judgments, conclusions, computations. So enterprising person is quick to recognize that. Enterprising person has developed a state of high awareness, because if you're not aware, if your awareness is not there, will you realize that your mind is doing all these things? Will you even know that you're resisting something? In my coaching practice, where I'm coaching a lot of senior people, I always ask them, make a list of things you are resisting. And their first immediate response, no, I'm not resisting anything. I said, really? I said, all right, so you are not resisting anything. Very good. Make a list of the things you are avoiding. Then they start thinking, avoiding, many things I'm avoiding. Okay. So what kind of behavior of other people are you avoiding? I ask them. See, because people are not aware. So enterprising people always work to keep their awareness high. Do you think we are trying to help you to do that over here in the EMC? We are enterprising people are always working to deal with interferers. Are we helping you to deal with interferers over here? Right? Enterprising people always find out what is making them trapped in the current reality. What does that mean? Enterprising people are always aware when they are getting trapped in the current reality. So who can repeat what I just said? Let me ask Venkatesh Kamath. Venkatesh ji, what did I just say the last sentence? I'll repeat for your benefit. Enterprising people always are aware, what is stopping them in any particular situation.
Maybe
No, I didn't ask you to give your take on it. I said, can you repeat my words, sir?
What are enterprising people resisting when they can do everything?
No, what are the words I use, sir? I said, enterprising people are always aware what they are resisting.
I couldn't get it.
Yeah, say the words, no, what I said. Don't try to understand them. First, you repeat the words. Enterprising people. Yeah.
The enterprising people
are always aware when they are resisting something.
When they are resisting something.
Right.
Yes.
Next sentence I'm saying is, enterprising people are always aware of their own interferers.
Their own interferers.
Say fully, enterprising people are aware of their own interferers.
Enterprising people are aware of their interferers.
Thank you very much, sir. See, they have so much awareness that whenever they're getting stopped, they are very clear the only way to overcome this situation is to find a new possibility. Okay? So they keep looking and developing their capability of seeing more possibilities in any situation. And for that, you have to keep dealing with your own interferers. No? So what is the biggest interferer we have? Resisting and reacting. Biggest interferers. Which are the biggest interferers we have, Kamat Sahab?
Resisting.
And reacting.
Resisting and reacting.
Okay, right. That's the third R is missing.
Resisting and reacting.
I mean, what a movie and what a dance. Huh?
The dance, that's all. Movie was not all that good.
Yeah, you try to do like that, for maybe 30 seconds. We will break
we will upload a video.
So enterprising people need to develop awareness. Okay. And if you want to deal with the interferer called reaction and resistance, then what is that something you will have to stop doing? If you want to be in, you want to go beyond your reaction, beyond your resistance, then what is it that you'll have to stop doing, which you are always doing?
Judging.
This is what we keep doing, right? Oh, this is right, this is wrong, I agree, I don't agree. I have a different terminology for it also. Stop being in a commentator mode. What does a commentator do? Does he play the game? Hello? What does a commentator do?
He comments.
Yeah, he only comments, right? He's giving a narrative about what is happening, right?
Yes.
So obviously he will be judging. So whenever you're getting into your commentator mode, what you're doing? You're judging. Oh, this is good thing happening, this bad thing happening, this I like, yesterday was good, tomorrow was like that, and this fellow is doing like this, that fellow is doing like this. Commentator mode. They are even commentator mode about themselves. So commentator mode is another way of saying you are in a judging mode. Now, if you stop judging, what will become possible? Kuldeep ji, over to you. When people stop judging, what will become possible, sir? You'll have to unmute yourself.
Sir, they see the possibilities. Seeing possibility become possible. And
before that, something else will become possible. See, if you stop judging, you will be in allowance. That will become possible.
Allowance is, I think, prerequisite.
If you stop judging, you will be in allowance, no?
Yes, sir.
And if you are in allowance, you will see many more possibilities.
I want to say, if you are in allowance, you will not be judging.
You will not be?
Judging.
That's what. They both go together, no?
Yes, they both go.
So the moment you stop judging, you are in allowance. Possibilities will become more visible to you than before. Why? Because you will stop resisting and stop reacting also. See, as long as your mind is occupied with resisting and reacting, can it see possibilities? Yes, Kasa? As long as your mind is resisting and reacting, can it see the possibilities?
Never, sir. It can never see the...
Yeah, so something you wanted to say?
That's what, sir. When we look at when we resist, we miss out the possibilities. And I just wanted to share one experience. Certain things when you said, by whatever in certain areas. I've been a me cast, I've been a B cast also, I've been both. And just 2-3 days before, something just popped up, and that said, you have told this a long time back. It's almost 1.5 years back. That just came up. I wanted to talk to you as well. I wanted to share, sir. I just wanted to share one Tirukkural. It is Enni Thuniga Karumam Thuninda Pin Ennuvathu Enbadu Iluthu. It means think and dare the karma. After getting into the action, thinking about it is a disgrace. And one word about karma from Bhagavad Gita is, my 2 lines of Bhagavad Gita is this. One about dharma and karma. Dharma is a dynamic situation which is very dynamic, and it changes moment to moment. And in that moment, you need to do karma. Karma is, when you do an action without any attachments, with full potential of yours, and that karma becomes a karma yoga. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. So let's get back to the conversation. So what else do enterprising people do? What else do powerful people do? Powerful people know that energy goes where their attention goes. Okay? So our powerful people have mastered the art of being in complete control of their own attention. Right? Powerful people know that when you are resisting something, your attention is going on resisting, not in creating possibilities. So powerful people have the power to put their attention where it should be put. Where should it be put? When you get stopped in life, should you be wasting your energy in resisting that situation and reacting to it? Or should you be putting your attention in finding solutions and making a way forward and looking for possibilities, right? So powerful people know that attention, my energy goes where my attention goes. And they master the art of keeping their attention where it should be. Like Kasa was saying, my attention is doing on right action. At this moment, am I doing right action? When you are reacting and resisting, is that the right action? Right action is finding possibility in this situation. When you get into an argument with someone, you're wasting your time over there. Where should your attention go? In arguing more with that person or creating a possibility in that situation? Tell me, many of us get into differences and arguments with people, isn't it? It's a big interferer, waster of time on both sides. Where is your attention when you are arguing?
I am right.
Your attention is on being right. Yes, Reddy Garu?
Just to say that whatever I said is right, and to reconfirm that.
Right. So that's where your attention is. Yeah. Is it taking you anywhere in that conversation? Is any result coming out of that conversation when people are arguing?
No, sir.
So now your attention is stuck over there. Where should you put your attention?
And possibilities. How can I come out of this?
Yeah. So sometimes, your mind is so agile. I mean, these enterprising people, they'll immediately stop arguing. They'll say, listen, yaar, why are we arguing? What is it that we both want? Let's work on that. Instead of arguing with each other, Let us find out here, what is it you want? What is it I want? Let's work towards achieving it. Do you want to sit here and argue with me? I don't. So immediately they will shift because they're aware what is going on. So that's another thing that powerful, enterprising people do. They know wherever their awareness is going to get stuck, their energy is going to get stuck. And powerful people know how to use their energy and where to use it and where to focus. So powerful people, that is why, are high energy and high focus people. And that's another thing that we are doing in the Empowering Morning Conversations. So we do it in different ways. We deal with your interferers. We are trying to help you become a more, high energy, high focus person. We are helping you to deal with all the interferers on an everyday basis. Free your mind to create life. Is it better to create life or to react to life?
Create life, sir.
Right. But if you watch us, what we do on a day-to-day basis, how much of create life is happening? Mostly it is react to life. All survival activities are reacting to life, reacting to people, reacting to situations. Where's the creation happening? And have you also noticed that the way you react to situations is almost the same? Check and see. Today, as an assignment, I'm telling you, you check and see how you react to various situations. Same bloody pattern going on, repeating for so many years. Where is the creative in that? At that moment, do you sit and say, okay, now how do I choose to react in this situation? Do you think like that? No. The reactions already happened. Oh, shit, I should have not done like that. So enterprising people are so aware, What are they saying? What are they doing? So these are some of the things I wanted to remind you of today. Okay. As we move forward, we'll be fine-tuning all this more and more as we go along. That's the whole idea. And one of the things I promise you, each and every one of you, the thing which needs to be more fine-tuned than anything else is your listening. Listening without judging. Listening without making your own strategy. Yeah? Having your attention on what the speaker is saying, not what you want to say. Powerful people, do you notice they are very good influencers? Do you know what makes them a good influencer? Anybody? Do you know why powerful people are good influencers?
So they're good listeners.
Because they're good listeners. And what else? What does good listener allow them to do?
They don't judge.
Okay, what else? Good listening requires you to stop being in the narrative mode.
They let you speak. Let the other person speak.
They stand in the place called willingness to accept another person's point of view without changing it. See, because if you don't listen, you can't do that. And if you don't listen, you cannot even influence anybody. See, if I have to influence someone, I have to get into their world, yeah. I cannot sit in my head and try to influence somebody else, no? So there is some people who influence you by manipulating or using force. Hey, you better do it, otherwise I'll shoot you. When you are doing that 50-kilometer route march with a heavy backpack on your head, somebody is there influencing you. I'll kick your bloody butt, you bugger, run. When I was in college, my boxing instructor, used to make me run around the ground, Every time I'd stop, he'd come and kick me on my back. So enterprising people don't need somebody to come and push them, They want to keep learning how to drive myself, how to motivate myself, how to be self-generative. All right, so enough of Gyan for today. And let's have some lovely shairi from Kuldeep ji. Kuldeep ji is the senior most person from the armed forces in this call today. Am I right, sir? I mean, the naval, if your naval rank is made equal to the army rank, you would be a brigadier or a general, sir?
Brigadier.
Brigadier. So that makes you the senior most armed forces person on our call. So shairi from you, sir.
Sir, something similar to what for the topic today, कि जिंदगी आसान होती नहीं है. जिंदगी आसान होती नहीं है, इसे आसान बनाना पड़ता है. जिंदगी आसान होती नहीं है, इसे आसान बनाना पड़ता है. कुछ सब्र करके, कुछ बर्दाश्त करके और बहुत कुछ नजरअंदाज करके.
So let me try and translate it. Life is not easy. It's up to us to make it easy.
Yes, sir.
And the second part is, how do you do that?
कुछ सब्र करके.
Okay, kuch sabr karke means by sabr ka what?
By being little patient.
By being patient.
By being little tolerant. And many times by being indifferent to that.
Indifferent,
ignoring it. By ignoring it, yeah. Life, जिंदगी आसान नहीं होती, उसे बनाना पड़ता है. क्या बात है. And that's what we are here to do, no?
Yes, sir. आपने जो फादर के साथ कन्वर्सेशन किया, उसके ऊपर याद आया.
See, contribute तो उन्होंने किया.
जी.
उसका कोई शक.
बिल्कुल.
No, but a lot of stuff that remained was not exactly positive also, no?
Yes, sir.
And they did it out of their love and affection or whatever it is. Every time they said, तुम bloody गधे हो यार, तुम्हारे पास कोई अक्ल नहीं है. प्यार से ही बोलते थे.
Their intention was pure.
Yeah, absolutely. One has to agree on that. Thank you, sir. And we have where is our Kamal Saab? Some shairi from you also? Start आपने किया था तो खत्म भी आप कर लो.
Sure, sir. Sure.
कैमरे पे आओ यार क्या?
Okay. Yes, sir. Sir, one question to ask. Another interfere which I'm facing is about the approval of people. Maybe, I have certain things to do, but then I'm in dilemma, or maybe I require some kind of approval from the people, and that's I'm stuck up somewhere.
So, what is the interferer? Your inability to be able to influence those people to give you the approval. See, they are not giving you approval because they are not convinced why they should give you the approval.
No, even I have not asked for the approval, but then probably I'm in that preconceived mind that, okay, if I do this thing, it will make them hurt.
Yeah. So what is the course of action, sir? If you feel so, what do you think you should do?
Or speak openly with them.
Ask them. Simple. They'll say yes or they'll say no.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want them to say yes, you better, have your logic very clear. You need to know who you're talking to, what kind of person will listen to what kind of conversation. Different personalities listen differently also, no?
Mm-hmm.
Some people will listen to logic. Some people will listen to an emotional appeal. Some people will listen to, sir, bhavishya mein aisa hoga if you do this. Some people will be more interested ki bhai aaj kya faida hoga. So you have to know what to tell who, right? An influencer is very good in understanding people's temperament and talking to them from that point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So if you remain a victim, that is an interferer. See, victim ho na?
Correct.
Unka approval nahi mil raha hai or I am an approval seeker. Now, who is an approval seeker?
Myself.
Guy who's afraid of making a mistake. Guys who afraid of hearing from someone, तुमको किसने बोला था ऐसे करने को? Who told you to do like this? Did you ask me? You're afraid of that, isn't it? Yes or no? और एक चीज याद रखना, जो बात तुझ में है तुम्हारी तस्वीर में नहीं. तो इसीलिए सामने से आ जाया करो, चलिए छुप छुप चलने में क्या राज है। चलो शायरी हो जाए सर।
शायरी था, एक शेर था कि ये फूल मुझे कोई क्या विरासत में मिले हैं, तुमने मेरा कांटों भरा बिस्तर नहीं देखा,
ओए
आंखों में रहा दिल में उतर कर नहीं देखा, कश्ती के मुसाफिर ने समंदर नहीं देखा।
वाह वाह वाह। So this will be a tough translation for me. So you might as well do it yourself.
नहीं, ये फूल मुझे कोई क्या विरासत में मिले हैं, तुमने मेरा कांटों भरा बिस्तर नहीं देखा. That means I have inherited these flowers.
No. What it means is, what do you think? Do you think I've just got this as a inheritance? Yes. You have not seen the pain and suffering I had to undergo to earn this.
Yeah, you didn't see my bed full of thorns. And आंखों में रहा दिल में उतर कर नहीं देखा, कश्ती के मुसाफिर ने समंदर नहीं देखा.
Beautiful. So ये जितने narrative वाले होते हैं, you know, the judging वाlas, they are only living as a narrative in this world, not participating. उन्होंने समुद्र कहाँ देखा है? Beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, so before we close, ladies and gentlemen, please close your eyes and visualize. In what way are you going to create today? In what way are you going to make this day a special day for you? What are you going to accomplish today that will significantly add value to the quality of your life and to the quality of life in general? Great. So thank you very much. Open your eyes and create the day the way you visualized it. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you tomorrow for another episode of Empowering Morning Conversations. Bye-bye. God bless you. And thank you very much.
God bless everyone.
God bless you. Bye.